Beautiful. Oh, no, no. Yeah.
Decided, you know, não vai.
Seyahatin around still. Seyahatin around still. Seyahatin around still.
Sure. Mic check, sound check, that's mic 1. Sorry? Sound check, system test 1. Check 1, 2.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for our late start, but we'll be starting soon, so just bear with us a bit. Hope you all are comfortable. You all are excited. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome you all to our white coat ceremony. Can I please ask if you could stand for us to do the anthem, please?
Forged from the love of liberty in the voice of hope and prayer, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare. Side by side we stand, all in the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land. We pledge our lives to thee. Here every queen of earth find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every queen of earth find an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
You can please sit. So again, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our 2026 white coat ceremony for our MBBS class of 2028. I would like to take the time to welcome some of our special guests, Professor Dan, Professor Yuri Clement, Dr. Kenneth Charles, Dr. Vuma, and Dr. Ezenwaka. I would also like to thank the families, the parents, the loved ones that came out today. I would also like to thank the students for making it this far and for coming to your own white coat ceremony. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Congratulations. Right, as we gather here, I would just like to say it's my honor to be your MC for today. My name is Swade Phillips. I am a third-year medical student going to fourth. And it's an honor to be among you all. So as we embark on this journey, I would just like to remind us why we're here. We are here to celebrate our achievement thus far. And please, this is your white coat ceremony. Don't be afraid to cheer, to clap, to be excited for your accomplishment thus far. Families, thank you all for being here to cherish it with us. We appreciate you all very much. So I would just like to get straight into the program. All right, so we're going to have the address which would be done by Professor Dan on behalf of the Dean. So we'd just like to call up Professor Dan, please.
You. Good evening. It really is a pleasure to be here this evening to represent the Dean, Sitaraman, who had another university council event. So I'm representing him this evening. And at the outset, let me say what a gala event this is. I have never seen this before, and I'm really impressed and happy to be here to address you this evening. So, specially invited guests, we have Professor Yuri Clement, Professor Ezenwaka, Dr. Kenneth Charles, Dr. Vuma, or other lecturers and administrative staff, students, class of 2028, and our parents who have made it possible for you, and all other specially invited guests. Welcome. So it is indeed an honor to stand before you, the class of 2028, and in the presence of your families, for this momentous time in your career, the entry into the clinics. Congratulations, you've made it through the preclinical years, and now you start another chapter in your part. For most of you, there's been a long wait to get to what you always imagined medicine would be, actual patient care, instead of labs and boring lectures and so on. Today, the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine, at the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine, we gather for a moment of quiet significance, the white coat ceremony, to be clearly separated from the white coat syndrome, which many people might suffer with. This is not simply the wearing of a garment, it is the assumption of a calling. To our students, the white coat is more than fabric. It's a symbol of trust. Trust that the society places in you before you have written your first prescription, before you perform your first procedure. It is a promise that you will place the well-being of others above your own comfort, that you will act with integrity when no one is watching, and that you will listen, truly listen, to those who come to you in vulnerability. As you step forward, allow me to offer a few guiding principles. First, professionalism is not an abstract concept. It is a daily practice. It is reflected in punctuality, respect for colleagues and patients, honesty in documentation, and humility in acknowledging what you do not know. Your reputation as a doctor begins now, not on graduation day. Guard it carefully. It will make or break you. What you wear, the personal hygiene, the language you use, the manners you have, these all matter. Personal touch. Remember that patients are typically at their lowest, and sometimes they just want someone to listen to them and to restore their dignity. Be kind and respectful and friendly to them. Sometimes a friendly smile is all it takes. Social media. We all use it. But be warned that whatever you post on social media can and may be used against you. So be careful what you post. Be careful about patient confidentiality, and your comments, because they can take you to places you do not want to go. Ethics. Ethics must be a constant compass. You will encounter situations where the right path is not the easiest one. In those moments, return to first principles. Do no harm. Respect autonomy. Act with fairness and uphold confidentiality. Remember that every patient you meet is placing profound trust in you. Never take that lightly. Third, and very important, build deliberately on the foundation that you have created in preclinical. The knowledge you gained in your preclinical years, anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, and most importantly, pathology, is not something to leave behind. It is a framework upon which all good clinical judgment rests. When you examine a patient, think of the anatomy beneath your hands. When you interpret symptoms, recall the physiology that explains them. When you prescribe treatment, understand the science that justifies it. The best clinicians are those who continuously connect with basic sciences at the bedside. Do not rush past these foundations. Strengthen them, revisit them, and let them guide your reasoning. Don't sell your preclinical books. Even more, you would need them especially your Robinson Kumar. Keep it close to you. You also have internet and AI. Use these wisely. Medicine is not about memorizing facts. It is about understanding, integrating, and applying knowledge in service of human life. There's too much to cram, and you will forget the cramming in a couple of days, as you probably already did for the last exam. But following those principles will take you through your lifetime. You begin this journey in a country with diversity, resilience, and spirit. There's no promise that your journey will get easier, and you will and must face challenges, but you must find enjoyment in them. If you enjoy what you do, you will never have to work a day in your life. The Caribbean will shape you, and you in turn will shape the health of this region. Never underestimate the power of a kind word, a gentle touch, or an attentive ear. They are as vital as any drug or intervention. So as you don your white coats today, I urge you to carry not only knowledge, but humility, not only skill, but wisdom, not only ambition, but purpose. Let this quote remind you always of where you began. Congratulations and welcome to this noble profession of clinical medicine. Best wishes to all of you.
All right, thank you very much, Professor Dan. Can we give him one more hand, please, if possible? Thank you very much. You know, a lot of his words would have highlighted our 3 years of study, particularly karma skills, the skills that we all love to attend and be a part of. Parents, that's pertaining to ethics and different things that we have to perform in terms of the patient care, professionalism, what we should and should not boast. But I would like to thank Professor again for reminding us of that importance. And now we'd like to go on to our guest lecturer, Dr. Kenneth Charles, who will bring his wise words for us. Oh, parents, sorry, you all may be unaware. This is the Dr. Kenneth Charles.
Good afternoon, colleagues, folks, students, parents, community members, colleagues, Prof. Dan, Prof. Clement, Professor Nwaka, Dr. Vuma, my other colleagues from the department, well-wishers, and all of you. Thank you for inviting me to this. It's a great, great, great honor, very great honor. And I was quite intrigued, but not surprised by the title and subtitle of your event. And it read something about the stars, was it? Shining with the stars? I beg your pardon? Written in the stars, that's right, I do beg your pardon. And then something about purpose. So as is usually the case, I don't appear before these students without having prepared beforehand. Because one can be assured, if one gets one thing wrong, there'll be some smart Alec from the back to correct you. Loudly. And not just a smart Alex on it, as a smart Alicia, a smart Ahmad, a smart Vivek, a smart Samaya. So I prepared carefully and beforehand. So I began with looking at what is a star. And are you all aware of what you've got yourself into with this title? So contrary to popular belief, a star doesn't start off that way. It starts as dust and gas. And it develops because everything collapses, and the energy of the collapse provides nuclear energy that causes light emission. So therefore, the glory and the purpose of the star begins with collapse. And lesson number one, which I learned pretty late in life, and a very hard way, because a gentleman called Mr. Austin, when I was having some relationship problems, he said to me, Kenneth, allow it to collapse. But Kenneth persisted, holding things up and bracing up and fighting. And they collapsed in the most embarrassing of manners. And we realized that sometimes it is best if something is not working, allow it to collapse. And don't take the collapse as failure, but as energy provision for future development. And it's an important thing to remember in your careers, young ones, that there will be apparent obstacles, but they're not. If it does not work, allow it to collapse, and you have the strength and the youth and the vitality to rebuild. So these stars, because they emit this energy, they shine light on other objects derived from dust and these are called planets. But they don't have the ability to shine because they don't have the mass or the chemical characteristics, but they're no different. And the role of the stars is to furnish them with light and energy and compassion because they're no different. Some of them have not had the opportunity. I can say to you, because it was my experience, that my parents, I'm sure, were a lot more capable than I am. But they grew up in the days of post-colonialism when they were not allowed to go past secondary school education. But they got their energy from my achievements. And I'm pretty sure that there are many relatives in here who have had the same experience and here to celebrate with you. Please keep in mind the responsibility that this gives to you, because I was speaking to a young man from, as it turned out, from Barrackpore on my way into class here. And you know, medical students always stopping Kenneth Charles to talk. So I asked him about Barrackpore and if he knew of the significance and the history of Barrackpore, because I knew it. Because I grew up in Siparia, which is the correct pronunciation. Because when and there's some Diptis here, I'm told. Are you here? It's Judy and any representative of the Dipti family from Siparia? Well, we grew up thinking that that was the posh pronunciation. And the real pronunciation was Siparia. But as I found out late in life from Sir Michael Anthony himself, it is Siparia, because it's an Amerindian word. Yes, we grew up in Siparia, which was quite near to Barrackpore. And my father worked in the oil fields. So we were privy to trips to Barrackpore and seeing the pumping jacks working up and down. And as the name sounds, it was a very poor community, dejected community. And I don't want to draw similarities or anything, but it was quite an achievement for a child to come out of Barrackpore and achieve anything, and it brings great joy to my heart these days when I see so many of our students from Barrackpore, our medical students, and pray that they understand what it took from their society to build it to a state where it produces so many medical students, and the debt that is owed to the people. So these stars shine because of no inbuilt feature of their own, but by sheer luck of the draw, good luck. And have an obligation to the planets around them, because the planets provide support, balance, nutrition, advice, evidence. The planets keep the environment clean, like the persons who keep these lecture theaters clean and put these signs up, which you all often disregard. So then the planets have to come in and clean up behind you. The planets support you. The gods also protect you. The patients support you because they want to share with you. They're very proud of you. Your teachers have supported you. Your communities have supported you. Your parents have supported you. And it is your obligation to shine to their benefit and to do so humbly and as a mark of distinction. The main star is the sun. So the sun is like the conductor of the orchestra and provides energy and balance for all, for stars and planets alike. It does not discriminate. The stars, out of respect, they dim their lights when the sun is around. They stop shining out of respect and regard that this sun is able to provide what we are doing. About that part, I have two minds, whether you all should stop shining or help out the sun. What do you think? I think we'll all become suns yourself, but very importantly, recognize what your roles are and when it is time to stand back and allow persons with the required skill to do their job unencumbered. But I think you should all strive to become stars because it gives energy and balance to everything else. In my readings, I looked up the word mamagai to see if there was anything to do with mamagism in the solar system, but there was not. So I read that to mamagai is to flatter and deceive one who is not really a star into believing they are a star in order to encourage them to do things that you wish them to do. Mamagism, it's called. Many students have tried to mamagai me, but I've never fallen for it. And thankfully, parents will be proud to know there's no need to mamagai these ones. They've done very well. And it should be. I was about to say, and you should feel as proud of them as I am, but it's not possible. I'm very proud of them for many reasons, and it's from observation. One of the main things, I am a stickler for punctuality. It's probably well known. So I have a nice ritual where if somebody arrives late for class, I have a prepared speech, So all of them have heard it. And they have about arriving late and the virtues and the demerits and so on. And so I depend for entertainment to have this at least twice or three times per term. But with this group, I had to do it once. I was bored for the rest of the year because evidently they communicate well and their punctuality disgusted me. To arrive there and everybody there, and they sat quietly as well. So when the boredom wore out, we had a good chat and we learned a lot, one from the other. I have learned a lot from them, and the important things about stars is that they grow and that there's a young man chewing gum in the session. I have a keen eye for gum chewing and a bitter distaste for it, they all know. Yes, so sorry, you see you threw me off, young man. So, it's a difficult thing to render Kenneth Charles speechless, So they've done well, and they've displayed community partnership. As I said, I never had cause to repeat my soliloquy, much to my boredom, because of the efficiency and concern and recognition of what they're supposed to do. In addition, they've shown great camaraderie and humility. And I could tell you personally that some of the heartwarming things to me, one of them, they've initiated several events to show different aspects of the light shining. Some of them were the debating contest in which they collaborated with the year ones, year threes, year twos, and put on quite a grand show. It was very, very impressive. They participate in religious activities. I've seen partnership, I've seen demonstration of skills. They're into extracurricular activities. It seems like every medical student is a bodybuilder. I feel very intimidated in the classroom. They keep fit, some are into music, dancing. I even saw Vivek doing a little thing at the Meds concert. At the medical students Hindu concert, which was very well, it was right in this amphitheater, well done. I saw the performances, and one of the things that struck me, I will not declare who my favorite character was, but it involved students from all the age groups that worked together hard and together for quite a while to put on a flawless performance. It's very heartwarming. What struck me more is that about 2 weeks later was the Christian concert. Was it 2 weeks later, Lan? About 2 weeks later. And I was there, and it was equally well planned and put on. And there, so I was asking who organized and who assisted with this. And there were the students who had put on the Hindu concert. And that's Jabali and Orbi and Vivek. And they had helped in organizing the Christian concert. And that was very touching and moving. And it signifies great partnership and working together for the greater good. Now, young ones, you have heard Professor Dan's exhortations to you, and allow me to take my credit. I don't want to disclose my age relative. Well, suffice it to say, in presentation college in those days, if one was good at A-levels, one came back immediately and taught students, even in Form 5. So when I returned, Professor Dan was in Form 5. Were you not? Oh, no, don't do me that. No, say 5. No need for the clarification. I could allow a little slip up here and there. Anyhow, so we're very proud of Professor Dan, who's emerged as a son, S-U-N. Yes? And has dedicated so much to you and to the country and to the region. And so we must absorb this kind of positive energy and follow the good examples we have. And prepare ourselves for becoming the sun one day and recognizing your obligation to the stars and all the planets. I am aware that the university has a AAA policy, and I forgot what they represent, but it's all good things. But when a couple of years ago, I met again Professor Venkatesh, who was, when I was in Jamaica as a medical student, he was one of the residents in the DM programs in internal medicine. So he was back here again as an external examiner, having excelled at gastroenterology in the United States. See, it's quite a spiritual man as well. And he said to me, I'm just speaking, patients come to you for kindness. Nobody comes for any fancy medicine or injection or surgery. They come for kindness. Full stop. So all they want. So please dispense that. It must be genuine and very apparent. And the ability to dispense it is not something you read or learn as a course. If it is dispensed as a product of a course, it is very apparent and it falls flat. It must come from here. It only comes from here if it is done repeatedly and genuinely. He gave me his own AAA as requirements for somebody being an effective and humane physician or as a person. Because if you're not a good person, you cannot be a good physician or surgeon. If you're unable to connect with people, you cannot connect with patients. If you're unable to treat people with regard and respect, you can't treat patients with regard and respect. So treat everybody with respect and regard. Obey these signs, young ones. Be on time, be courteous, be reflective. Use your God-given skills, all of them, because they conferred upon you with virtually no output on your part. It was given. Use them for the good of others. The 3 A's the Prof gave to me are affability, be approachable, be able to converse freely, and keep people engaged. Give them your attention, give them your time. Young ones, it falls flat, and I see you in your exams when you're speaking to patients and during the history station. They've relegated me to the history station now. It's a sign of growing old. Yes, 3 or 4 years ago, you see Dr. Harry's laughing. I was 3 or 4 years ago, it was cardiovascular. Yes. Then they slip you as you get older to rheumatology. Yes. Then to history taking. And ultimately, it's a history taking, and they don't have the option to ask questions either. So you're just observing. So I was doing the history taking station. And people will be asking like reasonable questions of the patient. And the patient will be divulging very, I think, raw and heartbreaking details. You know, I lost my relative last year, and after this, so and so happened. And the student's head will be down and saying, sorry to hear that. And I said, good God. Sorry to hear that. And it's these seemingly little things that are considered soft skills, and I think they're the hardest skills, and are the most durable and the most desirable skills. So affability for one thing. The second is availability. One must be available to respond physically or by any communication means, but be available when required. Incumbent upon the necessity for availability is being punctual. And you cannot bounce in late when you have a meeting to discuss with the family why their child died. Yes? And they've all traveled up from Cedrus to here. So please practice being on time. It's very critically important. Yes? And the third thing is ability. Now, this may sound harsh, and so I wouldn't say it. My concept of ability is the ability to do things, and that comes only from doing things. I know that Professor Dan is quite a skilled farmer, and that is because he spends time in the fields, yes, working the land himself. And he used to bring me the provision to prove it, but he cut me off some years ago. Huh? But he'll make amends. So you learn by doing things. You don't learn affability or communication by reading it in a book. Yes? You need to get out there and engage the planets and prostrate yourself before them and ask the Lord and thank the Lord for the opportunity to be of service to his or her people. So young ones, in closing, please make full use of your given skills. Be of service, be of respect, and do for your family, your community, and for everybody else. I leave with an anecdote, because one thing about stars is that they learn to shine immediately upon creation. So every planet looks upon the star as a star and expects star behavior. Prof. Dan congratulated you on donning your white coats today, and I do as well. But as you know, I think from the time you enter the portals of the hospital setting, you are part of the medical profession. And that is how you are viewed. So you could imagine my horror when I was walking to the lab on Friday, and I heard a shout from the back, "High, low, jack, game." And turned around to see none other but a young medical student atop the chair in the quadrangle, about to slam down an ace of clubs, apparently. And I turned around and I beckoned him over. So he set the cards aside and he was coming to speak to me. And I said, "No, bring your cards with you." So he came there and I asked him, feigning ignorance, I asked, what game was that? So he said it was all fours. I said, "So tell me, what would you think if you were walking past and you saw Professor Nwaka, Prof. Dan, Prof. Clement, and I playing all fours?" And his words to me, I said, "I would think you're not serious about your work." Yes? And my next question was, what do you think of the maintenance people, the gardeners, if you saw them playing cards in the quadrangle at this hour of the morning? By this time, he's tucked his ace of clubs, six of hearts, everything into his knapsack. Huh? And so he understood that people look towards you and some things just don't look right. If they don't look right, they're probably not right. And perception is in a large part reality. So please be careful with the things you do. And imagine that you're wearing those white coats from the first year, and please influence the planets that following you to behave in a certain manner. Because what those young planets do reflects on us all. Lastly, please keep in mind your responsibilities as a budding son to educate the young ones following you in every regard. Don't turn them away on the wards. Teach them, because you learned as well. And in closing, I'm very proud of you all. Very, very proud indeed. It's been a great pleasure having the opportunity to share and to learn from you over the last year. We had good banter and look forward to more. I thank your parents and communities for raising this fine batch of young people that allowed me the benefit. And thank you for allowing me to speak to you.
Thank you again very much, Dr. Kenneth Charles. And we will continue to be that son. You set a great example for us. And I believe that you would have left a mark on us that we would always remember. I think that if you would have me, I believe that each lecturer would have brought their own uniqueness to classes or to lectures that we all could decipher and learn from. So they would have set their own marks. And I believe Dr. Kenneth Charles is one of those lecturers that would remain embedded in our minds as the Dr. Kenneth Charles. And Dr. Kenneth Charles walking on the corridors, please hide your fours. No, it's not worth it. And now we would just like to continue in our program. We're going to have a guest dance done by ours truly, Melanie. We believe that she would be ready to come soon. And we'd just like to welcome her as she comes to do her dance. Looking beautifully. I like the bluegill.
देखो चांद भी है आया झूमने, आया मस्ती में गोल गोल घूमने की आज रंझट है रंगत है सखियों की संगत है, मन में हरख न मायो जल से की आई रात है, रंगीला मारा नाच, रंगीला मारा नाच, सनेड़ो गाए साथ में, रंगीला मारा नाच।
खेलो खेलो जी ऐसे खेलो जी, झूमे धरती झूमे सारा आप रे हो।
देखो जरा देखो चांद भी है आया झूमने, आया मस्ती में गोल गोल घूमने के आज रंझट है रंगत है सखियों की संगत है, मन में हरख न मायो जल से की आई रात है, रंगीला मारा नाच, सनेड़ो गाए साथ में, रंगीला मारा नाच। आज रंझट है रंगत है सखियों की संगत है, मन में हरख न मायो जल से की आई रात है, रंगीला मारा नाच, रंगीला मारा नाच, रंगीला मारा नाच, सनेड़ो गाए साथ में, रंगीला मारा नाच।
Ladies and gentlemen, we are reminded of how talented our med-sci students are. Some of us can dance, some of us can sing, some of us can move a podium and bounce it into a mic. I believe that we are just so multi-talented, and it is amazing to be amongst such multifaceted persons. And it's important that we remember our outside life, out of medicine. We all have our talents that we should elaborate on. And with that being said, I would just like to do a little crowd work, if you would have me, just to find out what you think would be your best memory of your first 3 years in medicine thus far. May I ask your name?
Aaliyah,
Aliyah?
yeah. My best memory out of the 3 years, I would say research day because my group won 2 prizes. Yeah.
Research day. You was the lucky group that, oh, very nice. That is wonderful. Anybody else would like to mention what their best memories would be in this lovely 3-year academic? Yes, no, oh, don't rush. Don't rush. Anybody? Ah,
Okay, so the best memory would be passing all the exams so I could be here today.
oh, big hands for that for sure. Definitely. Definitely. Big hands. I would like to come to one of our beloved lecturers, Professor Ezenwaka. I would like to ask if you would have me, what would you say was your most favorable memory of us thus far, of teaching us thus far?
Yes. What is it? That's that most of you are enthusiastic about reading medicine. And that is understandable because of the high expectation. Students that come in for medicine, maybe all of you know that they are all AA students. Nobody scores less to come to this medical school. So the enthusiasm is very obvious in each of the classes, especially during clerkship.
Hey, thank you very much, Professor. Okay, so I believe I would have chatted with you all enough and you're ready to go onwards. So are they talking too much? Let me just get it thing over. All right, so now we're going on in the program and we're continuing to our class representative who would be addressing us, Joshua Bipat.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all doing well so far. I hope you're all enjoying the evening. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Joshua Bipat, and I had the privilege of being the academic representative of this class. And before I begin, let me just thank God for bringing us all here. I thank God for the lives of each and every one of you here today. I thank all the invited guests that came here today. I thank Ms. Cassie Sylvester, my former co-rep, and the White Coat Ceremony Committee for putting on this fabulous, wonderful event. Their hard work really paid off, and they deserve all the appreciation that they get. I believe they deserve a round of applause. Do you do? Special thank you as well to our year 1 and year 2 volunteers who will have guided you all to your seats. I thank them as well. Thank you to Mr. Dexter, thank you to Mr. Sampson, our technical staff. And now that all the thank yous are out of the way, I can finally begin. So firstly, I would like to say that I did not plan to attend this ceremony today for my own personal reasons. Cassie encouraged me to come to speak today. And to do that, she threatened me basically. She said, if you don't come, there'll be serious consequences. And I said, nah, not taking a chance. I told her, you know what, I'll wear something nice. And I wear something nice today. Medicine, ladies and gentlemen, is a privilege. It is a privilege that we are here today, and it's a blessing that we get to live this opportunity. Not many people get this opportunity like we have. Not many people applied and they didn't get through for medicine, but yet here we are today. I know for the past 3 years, there were some challenges, there were some difficulties, and there were many sacrifices made during those 3 years. And persevering through all of those was harder than getting into medicine. I know for a fact that year 3, if you ask me about year 3, and if you ask me to make a decision, prison for a year, or to do over this again, I will be in prison. I'm not doing this over again. But, jokes aside about year 3, despite how difficult year 3 was, I thank God that we all made it through. And we're all here today to celebrate this wonderful achievement, this White Coat Ceremony. And as much as I dislike year 3, and as much as you all may dislike year 3, I took up the role as academic representative. And if you allow me to tell a story, last year, I spent most of my time in Mount Hope, but not in class. I was actually taking care of my granddad. And he was one of my greatest inspiration. He was the one who believed in me, who believed I could have been here in medicine. Even when I had doubts within myself. And unfortunately, he's not able to be here today because he sadly passed away in June last year. And for me, One thing he always told me, because he's a religious guy, and even when I was an atheist at one point in time, he always believed that I should live up to my name, my first name, which is Joshua. And if you all know Joshua, you know he was a great leader and he had a lot of responsibilities. For me, I always wanted to live up to those expectations, to live up to that name. And so that's why I took up this role for. One of my biggest fears was disappointing you all. You all are always my priority when I started this role. I hope that I live up to those expectations. With that said, though, as your class representative, I know I know all of you very well. Well, not all of you. I don't know this one in the corner there. I don't know that one in the corner there. I really don't know. I can't remember all of your names. Sorry, forgive me. But I know based on the people I know, the brilliance, the talents, the determination, the integrity, the guts to not give up. That is what something that all of you had and have still. And it's because of those, because of your resilience, because of your strength, because of your brilliance, that is why you are here today. And I can say this with confidence that none of you here are here because of a coincidence. You are here because God wanted you here. It was God's will that you are here today being celebrated. And this is an achievement worth celebrating. Whether you excel and pass every PDQ, whatever it is, flying colors, and whether you bypass a course, you deserve to be here and you deserve to be celebrated. And I think they deserve a round of applause. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a prayer, is an answer prayer that we are living in. A prayer, maybe not of your own, maybe these people's prayer, maybe the prayers of your family, prayers of your loved ones. And all we try to do is make these people proud. These people are sitting down in this row here. And I know for sure that you made them proud. I am proud of you. I am proud to be your class rep. I am proud to be a member of this cohort. Being amongst you has been a blessing and it's been a privilege. It's been a privilege knowing some of you. And yes, I want to cry right now, but I won't cry because bad man don't cry. In a short while, you'll receive your white coats. And as Professor Dan would say, the white coats represent, I mean, you pay $200 for it. And you pay $150 to come here. And you have your white coats in your hand to be put on yourselves, which I find not really makes any sense, but no, but for real, the white coat represents more than just an article of clothing. It represents the 3 years, the hard work that you put in these 3 years. It represents the next stage. It represents the future, to commitment in this profession, to your community, to your future patients, to these people here, and to yourselves and to your career. Guys, I'm very proud of you. I know next week is the start of year 4. I know some of you are not ready for that, but you have to be ready for it. And no matter what hurdles and challenges await us, I know we all will get through this. And for the people who may be sitting down at home watching this live stream, and for those who may start in September, there's no difference between starting next week and mid-September. We're all going to achieve the same thing at the end of the day. And there is no difference in that. Again, I'm proud of you all. I love you all. I miss you all dearly. Drink responsibly tonight. Have a good evening and good luck in year 4.
And that was our Joshua beloved. Come on. If you all would have me, I believe that he has been one of those very reliable persons throughout the years. I think he's been somebody that we can turn to. Even before he would have taken up the role, he's always been a shoulder that you can lean on, whether it be for pertaining to schoolwork, whether it be pertaining to personal life questions. He's always been an open ear. And Josh, I would like to thank you for that. Please continue doing that. Joshua for president, definitely. And he would have raised a few things that I believe should be reiterated. Is your prayers, family prayers, and we are here because of that. We all come from, whether it's different spiritual backgrounds or whomsoever we believe in, they would have guided us to be here. Our family would have prayed for us to be here, and we all would have worked hard collectively to be where we are. So it's genuinely an honor to be amongst successful persons like yourselves. Whether, again, bear pass or you pass in flight colors, fellas, you pass. You pass. So congratulations again to you all, Joshua. Thank you again. Right, so we have reached the part that we have long awaited on, the part that you all have been here for. Pay your $200 to receive. That is the donning of the white coats. I would like to call upon Professor Ezenwaka to be the first, Dr. Ezenwaka, apologies, to be here for the first set of the donnings. Right, so parents, get your cameras out as we begin. We're starting with Aliyah Khan. Now we're gonna call on Aaron Jadil Singh. Feel free to wear your lab coat any way in which you would like to have it. This is your white coat ceremony. We're going on to Arnett Pista. Abby Gomes. Abigail Nana. Abigail Francois. Abigail Sarah Pudu. Abigail Sukdio. Adana Dandrad. Adelia Dynana. Aiden Passad. Alexia Sanguinet. Alexi. My apologies. I practiced this all morning. I don't know. I'm flustered. Alexander Ramsar. Alistra James. Amira Prasad Maharaj. Amrita Rajadha. Andrea Moran. Antonio Mongo. Anusha Saha. Anushka Anjali Muse. Aravinda Lunara. Arel Mears. Ariana Sagam. Ariana Ramsahai. Analda Dipti. All right. Bradley Suju. Brianna Wosan. Brianna Modesti. Brittany Puran. Cameron Victor. Carissa Compton. Carissa Daniel. Cassidy Ramsey. Chidi Efenemuku. Christine Hussein. Chikuma Ezenwaka. Suresh Maran. Daniel Archwell. Denise Henry. Ariane Cunningham. Ariane Jesse. David Goben. Delano Thomas. All right, we'd like to thank Dr. Ezenwaka. I would like to call upon Dr. Bugatti. Right, so we'd like to call on Ira Ramutar. They apologize. Livia Chubut. Emily Alai. Emily Sukam. Aramuseli Umo. Esther Bristol. Faith Charles. We like to call on Faith Monger. Gabriela Legendre. Gabriela Ramna. Gabriela DeBee. Imogen Amira Mears. Iritiola Ogis James. Jalen Skeet. Jabali Gondluru. Jada Marie Allen. Aiden Mirage Ali. Johnny Campbell. Benabi Latu. Jasmine Cumberbatch. Daya Francis. Lastly, Marks. Lilia Nila. Jenny Richardson. Jarrell Sandyford. Jeremiah Trabule. Jeremy Digans. Jerome Mohammed. Joel Dipnarine.
When troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait
Joel Baguti.
in the silence
Jordana Spa.
till you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to
Joseph
walk on
Liverpool.
stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Josiah Maureen. Karina Jason.
You raise me up so I can stand on
Ursula Miller.
mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders.
Cassie Sylvester.
Raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Keisha Young.
You raise me up to more than I can be.
Ashley Moss.
And may I present the person that actually sang the song in the movie, Miss Lauren Allred.
Keziah Edwards.
I'm trying to hold my breath. Let it stay this way.
Kizito Nwapo.
Let this moment end. You set off a dream.
Alright, so now we'll be going on to our awards. Thank you very much. Also, we'd like to remind our students, this is your moment. Please don't run off the stage. Make sure you get your pictures, smile. This is your moment.
Share this with me, 'cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000
Alright, so now we'll just be calling out our awards for certain category winners. Alright, so our first category, it would be most confident voice. Who do you think would have gotten that? No, any ideas? No ideas? I can't say because I have it here now. Alright, well, we'll just go and we'd like to call on Johnny Campbell to please come to the stage. Miss Most Confident Voice. These guys follow her on TikTok. She has her own TikTok. Now we're going on to most inquisitive. Any ideas? Any at all? Might be wearing a bow tie. No idea at all. We'd like to call on Darian Cunningham to please come to the stage. I would like to remind you, please, Darian, on your way here, please don't ask any questions. Just come collect the award. Now we're going on to most supportive. I would like to call on Siddiqa Mohamdali. Please come to the stage. Siddiqa. She's okay. Well, we'll make sure to get her that award later on. Now we're going on to a very important category. Parents, fear not, we all attend lectures, but there is some students that attend post lectures, and we would just like to call on Prashant Dubey.
That is Lauren Allred.
Thank you so much.
Wow,
Thank you, David.
amazing.
And as he makes his way to the stage, I would just like to mention he has a wicked three-pointer. I played this man in basketball. He is Steph Curry. Just wanted to mention that. Also, big up the basketball crew. Levi, Shalom, basketballers. Big up, Bab. All right, and now we're going on to our most proactive. And I would like to call on Mr. Zachary.
Just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can while I can for my people.
Like
While
that
the
blue-
clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up. Take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home far across the river.
And before we go on to the special awards, nobody warned me that formal clothing is so expensive. Nobody told me a Westcoat this cost that much. I went to that cute little Westcoat. No. So special awards. We are going to call on Professor Yuri Clement.
Gonna start moving towards that separating line. Oh, I'm waiting through muddy water. You know I got a made up mind. I made up my mind. And I don't
A gift of
mind
thanks, folks. A gift of thanks. Still, it's a special award.
and I'll fight with the strength that I got.
A thank you is special. And we would like to call on the Dr. Kenneth Charles to please come receive his thank you award. Fear not, Dr. Kenneth, the premises is secured as you comfortably like it. Remember, no chewing of gum, guys.
And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face 'cause I'm
I would like to call on the lovely Dr. Vumar,
and I just might fail.
whom can come to the stage to collect her thank you award. Yes, Dr. Vumar, that's a big thank you from us, eh? Big thank you. Dr. Bogatti, please come to the stage to collect your thank you award.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away.
We would like to call to the stage once more because we simply love to have him up here. Professor Ezenwaka, please return to the stage if possible to collect your thank you award.
For we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be.
All right, now we would like to call the Guild President up for his thank you award, Vindandan Hagobin. I apologize. I promise I practiced this one, guys. I did. All right, he's not here. So we're gonna go on to Akeem Roach, or FMS representative, the man himself. Wears a suit like no one else. We would like to call the TTMS president, Travis Ramos, to please come collect his thank you award. So that comes to the end of our category. I'd like to thank you like that. And now we just on to our students. It's the new one.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our Dean, Professor Sitaraman, Head of Department and Deputy Dean, Professor Clement, Guild President, who isn't here, but FMS Rep, Mr. Akeem Roach, TTMSA President, Mr. Travis Ramrupa, all other specially invited guests, loved ones in attendance, and last, but certainly not least, the remarkable students of the class of 2028. Today, we are here to celebrate the hard work and achievements of an extraordinary group of students, one that truly deserves an enthusiastic round of applause. The past year in particular has been one of the most challenging years of our lives. However, it has shown the depth of commitment and the drive that we each possess in pursuing our dreams. It has pushed us to grow in ways that we never anticipated, shaping not only our academic abilities, but also our resilience and discipline. Through all the challenges that we may have encountered, we have come to recognize our own strengths and capabilities, while strengthening the passion that will carry us forward in the years ahead. The plethora of all-nighters, the many cups of coffee, the tears, and the early mornings spent cramming outside the exam room have led to this moment where we all sit here today with a bachelor's in medicine. Yeah, very good. For many of us, the dream of becoming a doctor began long before we ever stepped into a lecture theater. It started in our childhood, in quiet moments of curiosity and in a desire to make a difference. Today, as we mark this significant milestone, the transition from preclinicals to clinicals, we are not only fulfilling those early aspirations, but also making our families and younger selves proud. This achievement reflects the years of hard work, discipline, and sacrifice, as well as the beginning of a journey where knowledge is transformed into practice. The white coat is more than just a uniform. It is a symbol of the responsibility that we are about to carry. It represents trust, compassion, and the privilege of being welcomed into the most vulnerable moments of a patient's life. As we dress ourselves in it, we are reminded that medicine is not only about knowledge, but it is about empathy, integrity, and respect for every single person that we will encounter. It marks the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. Choosing to study medicine is not an easy path, but it is a meaningful one. In committing ourselves to this journey, we are stepping into a role that carries both purpose and the power to do good in this world. One of the greatest gifts of our medical school life thus far has been some of the friendships that we've made along the way. We've all been through so much together. Somewhere along the way, we became more than just classmates. We became each other's support system. And truthfully, I wouldn't have rather been a part of any other year group than this one. So big up 2028. My friends, as we move forward, it's okay to feel nervous, but have confidence in your abilities. We've made it too far to question whether we belong here. You are capable, even on the days when it feels so overwhelming. There will be challenges, but don't let those moments define you. Keep putting in the work, keep showing up, and don't give up on yourself because you are a lot stronger than you think, and you've already proven that. Thank you.
All right, thank you again for that speech. That was great. And now we are going right back into the donning of the white coats. And we would like to call on Dr. Vuma, if she would have us, to please bestow the white coats onto our students.
Just continue. I'll wait for the line up and I'll call them. Ready? Amina Hippolyte. Rabia Mohammed. Samaya Khan. Corinne Harrington. Kristen Badal. Kristen Chandan Ramkisoon. Kristen Gilmet. Lana Sarup. Leah John. Theo Melvin Vijay Kumar. Letitia Karambokas. Levi Lehim.
I'm trying to hold my breath. Let it stay this
Lian Suku.
way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it?
Marian Perez Ramos.
Take my hand. Will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you,
Matthew Gregory Joseph Harrison.
1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towns of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough.
Maya Williamson.
For me, never, 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 for me, never enough.
Megan Phillips. Megan Williams.
All the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough,
Mikael Mohammed.
never be enough.
Mia Douglas.
For me, for me,
Michael Lazarus. Michael Williams.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home.
Asir Raja.
They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so
Neelam
call me
Kumar Singh.
crazy. We can live in a world that we design.
'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world
Dean
could
Murad.
be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
Nelly Lala.
There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things
Tanya
I
Dick.
compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy.
Nicholas
They
Mohammed.
can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design.
Grand Prasad.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake.
A million dreams. I think of what the
Bana
world
Ramsey.
could be. A vision of the one I see.
A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
Jesse Wellington.
For the world we're gonna make.
Hey guys! Thanks for watching this video.
Make sure to share this video with any Greatest Showman fans you know. And check
Olivia
out our channel.
Figueroa.
Bye!
The man himself, Prashant Dubey.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call my own.
Pretty Pundit.
Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy.
Priya Taklal Singh.
They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy.
Priyanka Nanda.
We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams I keep
Rachel Mayo.
awake. I think
Borrow Underwood.
Dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled.
Ravina Chotak Raghubar.
Far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day.
Rihanna Ramjata.
They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us
Rihanna
crazy.
Ramnana.
Run away to a world that we design.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A
Rebecca
million
Thumba.
dreams keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's
This
gonna
yoke
take.
is
Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me.
Thank you, Dr.
You
Kumar.
may be right, you may be wrong.
I'd like to call on
Say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head.
A million dreams to keep
Make some noise for Dr. Charles, guys.
A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be.
Naya
A
Ramji.
vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
for the world we're gonna make.
Renee Ramdial. Michelle Cumberbatch. Ricky Mohammed.
Quando sono sola sogno l'orizzonte, mancano le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu,
Takshi Kushwaha.
con me su le finestre, mostrar tutto il mio cuore che hai acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che hai incontrato per strada.
Samira Hussein.
Time to say goodbye. I che non ho mai venuto
Yeah, alright. Samira Baba.
Adesso si vivrò con te, partirò sulla per mare che io lo so.
Tana Richard.
Non esistono più. It's time to say goodbye.
Quando sei lontana sogno all'orizzonte, manca le parole. E io
Mr.
lo
Ram.
so che sei con me, tu mia luna, tu sei qui con me, mio sole, tu sei qui con me, con me, con me, con me. Time to say
Sanjay Bhavan.
goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te, adesso sì li vivrò con te.
Daniel Das.
Partirò su navi per mari che io lo so non esistono più.
Sapna Superstar.
Con te io li vivrò, con te partirò su navi per mari che io lo so
Kira Mula.
esistono più. Con te io li vivrò, con te partirò.
Kira Pascal. Sebastian Batu. Seth Hernandez. Shalini Ali. Shalom Williams.
How does a moment last forever? How can a story never die? It is love
Shamara
we
Era.
must hold on to. Never easy, but we try. Sometimes our happiness is captured. Somehow a time and place stand still. Love lives on
Shania Supram.
inside our hearts and always will. Minutes turn to
Because I'm-
hours, days to years that go. But when all else has been forgotten, still our song lives on.
Sharda Harla.
Maybe some moments weren't so perfect. Maybe some memories not so sweet. But we have to know some bad times, or our lives are incomplete. Then when the shadows overtake us, just when we feel all hope is gone, we'll hear our song and know once more
Shurana.
our love lives on.
Gauji. Shurana Gauji.
How does a moment last forever? How does our happiness endure?
through the
Reggie.
darkest of our troubles. Love is beauty, love is pure. Love pays no mind to desolation. It flows like a river through the soul. Protects, precedes, and
Simran Christina Munsam.
perseveres, and makes us whole. Minutes down to hours, days to years that gone. But when all
Simran
else
Superstar.
has been forgotten, still our song lives on. How does a moment last forever when our song
Sophia Brown. Sujaya Dan. Sydney Nichols.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering,
Ashana Chant.
splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide?
I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under, on a
Tiana
magic
Ali.
carpet
A
ride.
whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming.
A whole new
MSSC.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Maya Yeo.
with new horizons
Hold your
to
breath,
pursue.
it gets better.
I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you.
A whole new world.
Lucy David
A
Kola.
whole new world.
That's where we'll be.
That's where we'll be.
A thrilling share.
A wondrous place for you and me.
Tamaya Makadi.
Till as old as time, true as it can be.
Tyler Balraj.
Even friends, then somebody bent unexpectedly.
Just a little change, small to say the least.
Irvi Chakrabarti.
Both a little scared, neither one prepared. Beauty and the Beast, ever just the same, ever a surprise.
Varun Maraj.
Ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise. And at last I see the light.
Vivek Rajkumar.
And it's like the fog has lifted. And at last I see the light.
This is Vida Maraj.
And it's like the
Vida
sky
Maraj.
is blue, and it's warm and real.
Guys, it's been a long day. Come on, give me a break.
And
Vida
the
Maraj.
world is
is different.
Do apologize.
Now that I see you.
Okay, can I just say something crazy?
I love crazy.
All my life has been a series of doors
Raj.
in my face. And then
Oh.
suddenly I bump into
Raj Kumar, I'm
you.
sorry.
I was thinking the
Vivek,
same
I'm
thing.
sorry.
Cause like,
Yeah,
I've
only.
been searching my whole life to find my own place. And maybe it's the party talking or chocolate fondue.
But with you,
I found my
I
place.
see your face.
And it's nothing like I've ever known before.
Wendy's song.
Love is an open door. Love is an open
Yeah, I didn't butcher that one this time.
Life can be so much more
with you,
with you,
with you.
with you. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. Love is an open door.
Mr. Zachary Ramsamir.
Can you feel the love tonight? The peace the evening brings.
The world for once in perfect harmony with all
That's
its
the least.
living
It's Zaria Grande.
things. So many things to tell her, but how to make her see the truth about my past? Impossible. She'll turn away from me.
He's holding back his
Thank you, Dr. Charles.
hiding, but what I can't decide. What
Pigeon, Zwade
to
Phillips,
be
please.
The king
To
I
the-
know he is, the king I see inside.
Can you feel the love tonight?
All right. Thank you very much, Joshua. And now we will be having a wonderful rendition by our lovely, amazing Cassie Sylvester, who's going to lead us in song. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I advise you all get your autographs now. They're going to be expensive later on. I'm not sure if she's going to be as lenient later on.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out. It's kind of has me emotional. But before I even start, I just wanted to take the moment, because I may not later, to just thank each and every one of you for coming out, and also a special thank you to the committee that helped bring this together. Oh my goodness, I am so at awe at how dedicated they were, right? For instance, we have Janae, we have Zwade, we have Chuck, we have Emily, we have so many people. I wish I could just say it out all, but thank you guys so much. I'm grateful. I hope you all enjoy this song. Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds sing the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say night, night, kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you miss me while I'm alone. Whisper me, dream a little dream of me.
raising your I'm longing to linger on your days. Sweet dreams, the sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. While I'm alone, blue is dream a little dream of me. Ah, ba, 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 ba. Oh, dream, dream. Da, 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 da. Time's fading, but I know still craving your kiss. I'm longing to on just saying sweet trees till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Dream a little dream of me. Dream a little dream of me.
And we will be dreaming of our little dream as we achieve them. So I would now like to welcome and thank again, Cassie, thank you very much. I would like to welcome our second class representative speaker, Mr. Rivaro Underwood.
Alrighty. Good night, everybody. My name is Rivaro Underwood. And if you didn't know, I'm from the Bahamas. But believe it or not, I'm half Trini as well. And I've spent the last 3 years in Trinidad trying to convince everybody that I'm actually from here, even though nobody really believes me still. And now, still don't believe it. And now, all of a sudden, I have 1 week left in Trinidad, and I'm going back home to finish medicine in the Bahamas. And I just want to say, guys, from the bottom of my heart, it was an honor to serve with you guys in the war of medicine. And I will see you guys at graduation, I'm sure, in year 5. But regardless of what the future holds, guys, tonight is just a surreal time to be alive. I mean, think about it. All that sleep we lost, dreaming in that sleep of getting our white coat. And now we're here today. Now we have it. I always say in Trinidad, right? That's like a saying here. You have it. You will have it. So I want you to take a moment and look around. Really look and remember this moment. And to make sure we remember this moment, I'm going to take a quick pic with all of us. I bet. Nice. Wonderful. That's going on my Instagram. And I want you guys to look at your friends and family. You could stand up and wave, and I want you guys to look at them because they fought with you guys here and struggled to be here tonight. So I want you to look at somebody, could be over here, could be one of your friends, and just acknowledge them, and they're looking at you. I'm looking. It took a lot to get here tonight. Who knew medicine would be this hard, right? It's like a sneaky virus. And I'm going to paint a really nice picture for you guys here. At first, we embraced medicine, right? We're excited. We didn't know what it had in store. We were in year one, so full of energy. The good old days back in year one when we had our stethoscopes and skills lab, and maybe that was just me, but we came in strong with our innate immune response. And then came the real infection. But then we evolved, we built memory. We became the students who could recall information in under 1 minute for spotter, record timing. And then suddenly we got into year 3 and medicine started to divide and multiply like a horrible virus. And it became harder and almost infinite to an extent. But we didn't succumb, guys. We fought it and we survived. And we have the antibodies to prove it in our blood. You know what I'm saying? But here's the truth. Now we enter the chronic phase of medicine. Now it's the hospital. Now it's real patients. And we have to rely on those memory T and B cells, not just to pass exams, but to save real lives. And when I see you guys again in year 4 and 5 and you guys see each other, I want you guys to be that boost for each other when you're overwhelmed during the inflammation. You know what I'm saying? I need you guys to be there to remove that debris from the site of injury, okay? And I'm speaking metaphorically here, of course. And as we stand and celebrate together in 2 years as real doctors, then we could really celebrate. But until then, the white coat doesn't mean anything without the stethoscope, right? And the fight hasn't even truly begun. We've only finished the acute phase. The struggle of med school is the real teacher because we learn that there's no real losing. It's only learning. And each failure becomes a stepping stone towards success. And I want you guys to remember that one of the only things that can destroy iron is its own rust. So don't let your mind be the thing that breaks you when times get hard, which I'm sure it will in year 4. You've made it this far, you might as well finish the last 2 years. So keep going, okay? I want you to resonate those words in your head. Keep going, even when I'm gone. Just keep going, okay? I'm gonna paint a picture like Dr. Charles would. Trees don't compare themselves to one another, do they, right? They just simply grow at their own pace, reaching towards the sun, like Dr. Charles said. And I'm saying this to say that medical school is a competitive environment. And yes, we can help each other to grow like trees would, but don't suffocate one another. And when there's practically infinite sun for everybody to have, right? So don't I'm trying to say suffocate each other, yeah. So I'm not saying to not nurture your own growth because the pain of not growing is far worse than the pain of staying the same. And I'm sure you guys have heard you have to adapt and transform. And I think we already did that in year 3. Year 3 turned us into diamonds. But now our true potential is still buried deep within us. And we have to go through year 4 and 5 and dig deep. I want you guys to dig deep and find all of your diamonds so that the world can see them. And progress will take time, but time will pass anyways. And if this year has taught us anything, it's that time moves really fast. Because suddenly, starting just next week, everything will change. And again, it's not about passing exams. I want you guys to know it's about saving lives. Think about that. Right now, you guys might have 1,000 problems, or your patients will have 1,000 problems. But the moment you get sick, you now have one problem, and that is being sick. And our patients are depending on us to deal with that one problem. And that's a lot more responsibility than passing a final worth 70%. And without your commitment, you guys would not have started med school. And without discipline, we would have never made it to year 3. And we're so close to finishing, just 2 more years. So instead of wishing for an easier path, guys, I want you to pray for stronger legs that'll carry you through, okay? And I'll leave you all with this. I want you all to raise your hand. Everybody raise your hand. Okay, now raise it a little bit higher. Why didn't you raise your hand all the way the first time? Why didn't you give me your 100%? Exactly. Because in our profession, those few percentages can be the difference between life and death, okay? And so from today onward, I need you all to give your 100%. Put your hand straight up as high as you can. 100% every time, okay? The first time. Thank you. Love you guys.
Or you should I be the MC? Yeah, guys, grow. Yeah, you know. Thank you very much, Rivaro. That was great. Guys, we are coming to the end of our program. I know you all are dying to stay and just be a part of this moment some more, you know. But we are coming to its close. And now we would just like to call on Miss Tamaya, Shamaya. Don't worry, I just gonna say that. To come and give some closing remarks.
Good evening, everyone. And once again, thank you all for being here. So firstly, to begin, I'd like to thank Mr. Joade Phillips for being our gracious master of ceremonies with his vibrant personality engaging us this evening. We are so grateful. We are so grateful to you, Prof. Dan, who kindly extended your warm sentiments, reminding us that today's ceremony is not just about a piece of fabric, but about responsibility and respect to society and our colleagues. I would also like to thank Dr. Kenneth Charles for reminding us, even if we started at dust, we may feel pressure and that pressure may cause us to collapse, but that shouldn't stop us from becoming the stars that we were meant to be. And we should use that light and energy in our lives to brighten everyone around us. I'd like to thank Melanie for showing us what true grace and elegance is in the form of dance. I thank you, Joshua, for being our class representative for the past academic year and for all the hard work and efforts that you have put in for us, because trust me, it was a lot. Reminding us that we are examples of living prayers. Thank you to Samira for reminding us that we should keep those friendships that we made along the way and we should never give up. Thank you, Cassie, for blessing our hearts and ears with your musical rendition. And thank you, Rivaro, for your explanation that we are truly in this moment and it is ours and we should live in it. Thank you to our sponsors, SBT, ICE Boys, and the MSSC, as well as the Student Guild. Thank you, members of faculty and staff, for always being there when we call upon you. Thank you, well-wishers, and the planning committee for this white coat ceremony. We can all agree that they did a very good job. And lastly, thank you, class of 2028 MBBS. This is our moment.
All right, so we have come to a close, but we'd just like to keep you all for 2 more minutes to give you all prizes. But it's more so a blind kind of prize. So one will be given to any guest and one will be given to any student. All right, so this is our little magic box with our tickets. And I am going to be picking one. So this one is the guests, parents, families, loved ones. Get ready to carry up your very own car. Well, what? 332? What 332? Yeah, 332? What 332? Come get your prize! Woo! You are a lucky winner. 332. Oh, and I love your outfit. Right. Congratulations. And now we will be having one for the students. Yeah, I see some hands. Who would like to have an award? Sorry, wow. Hands, yeah? Ah! Proper. I can't remember. All right. Our winner for today's award is number 44. Who has 44? I hear some sad noises. Nobody has 44. You have 44? I didn't even know she have Woo! You sure? People seem kind of uncertain. Chukuma, what number you had? Unlucky. All right.
Good night again, everyone. So thank you again for coming out. We have reached the end of the program, and I just wanted to give you just a few, I guess, instructions. So when you make your way out, there will be refreshments for you, and the ushers will give you one box. You have the choice of chicken or veggie, and I know some persons are gluten-free. So there are a couple. So once you really have that allergy and you're really going gluten-free, that's yours, right? So feel free and have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much.